आरम्भं करोतु। प्रथमं तु प्रार्थना।
ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा येनाक्षरसमाम्नाय मदिगम्य महेश्वरः कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्।
बहु सम्यक्। एकनिमिषं वदतु महोदय।
अथ माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि अ इ उण् ऋलुक् ए ओङ् ऐ औच् हय वरट् लण् ण्यमङणनं झबै घडधश् झबै घडदश् झबगडदश् खफ छ ठ थ चटथव् कपै शशसर् हल् इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि। अथ उत्पन्नस्थानानां स्तोत्राणि अकूह विसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः इचुयशानां तालु ऋटुरशानां मूर्धा लुतुलसानां दन्ताः उपपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ न्यमगणनानां नासिका च एदैतोः कण्ठतालु ओधौतोः कण्ठोष्ठं वकारस्य दन्तोष्ठं जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलं नासिका अनुस्वारस्य।
बहवः धन्यवादाः। आम् तु अद्य
महोदय एक प्रश्नः। You explained it before. Can you tell me once again, please? Upu Padmaniyanam.
Tatra it is sandhi there. It is actually pu. Sorry, it is pu plus upadmaniyanam.
Yeah. Okay.
So there.
What sandhi is that?
Hasva ukaraha plus hasva ukaraha makes dirgha ukaraha. What sandhi is it?
Hasva ukaraha. Oh, savarna dirgha.
Correct. Savarna dirgha sandhi. That's all.
Okay. That is why it's upu. Okay, got it.
Padmaniyanam oshtau. I will leave it like this. I will leave it like this because now it will make more sense. You know, you'll tell you what is upadmaniyaha. So before we go into any further, because we are at this utpanasthanani stotrani, let me explain today's sandhi. Today's sandhi is sattvam. Visarga sandhi is sattvam. We've already done utvam, we've done rutvam, and we've done lopaha. Correct? We've done those three. We'll go over and make sure we understand those three. But the last one is the sattvam. What is sattvam? What did we say? As long as there is a swara before the visarga, and after the visarga, there is a karkasha vyanjanam, then you can have a sattvam. Correct? That is what we had said. We have never dealt with any karkasha vyanjanam as a paravarnaha. So today we are dealing with a paravarnaha, which is a karkasha vyanjanam. Bhagya Mahodaya, what does we mean when we say karkasha vyanjanam? Sorry, you're on mute, Mahodaya.
Karkasha Vyanjana is like first the 3 letters of vargas, right?
First 3? So is it ka, kha, ga? Is ga also karkasha?
No, ga is mrudu. Ha.
That's it.
Or 1, 2.
Yes, only 1 and 2.
Only 1, 2 more.
Only 1 and 2.
Kha.
Ka, kha.
Only
what else is there? Is a karkasha vyanjanam?
Sha.
Yes, sha and sa are also karkasha vyanjanani. So if any of these come after, we have to see what is the adesha going to be for the visarga. Very easy to see some. If any of the ka or kha comes after the visarga, what will happen is we will have this Jikhva Mulyam. Okay, this one is the only one that's different. Jikhva Mulyam, because ka and kha is kantaha, kalu? Kantaha. Yes. So even though it says Visarjaniyanam, you have optional. If ka or kha comes after the visarga, you can either say Ramaha khadati or you can say Ramah khadati. Half visarga. But that half visarga, they also call it as a Jikhva Mulya. Why? Because it is at the root of the throat. Okay. So that is the only one where it is not clearly there in the Utpanna Sthananam Stotrani. But look at the next ones onwards. If chakara, cha or cha comes, then sha. That is the sibilant that is replaced. The visarga comes up, sha.
Excuse me. So it is an option, is it? Either
Yes.
It can be a Jihva Muliya or otherwise.
Or Ardha Visarga.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, when it ends with ka or a ka, we say Rama khadati.
Or Ramaha
Instead of
khadati.
say Ramaha khadati. Both are correct.
Both. Vikalpena Vaptum Shaknumaha. Dvayamapi,
Okay.
we call it Sandhi only. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Even if you're saying it fast, you can say Ramaha khadati or Ramah khadati. Dvayamapi samyak.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Now, Ramaha chalati, chalati iti asti. Chalati, cha. If it is chakaraha, then it is replaced with shakaraha. Ramash chalati. Look, because the utpanna sthanani are the same. If chakara or chakara, then the visarga is replaced with sha. Shankara sha. If it is ta or tha, what do you think it is going to be replaced with?
Sha.
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 Yes. The murdha, murdhanya sha. The
Murdhanya sha.
Can you see? It is here. Riturashanam murdha. So if it is tha or tha, then it will be sha. Okay, we'll go into examples in a minute. But I want to show you based off of the stotrani. Then you got the ta. If you got ta or tha, right? It is going to be replaced with sakara. Okay. So the three sibilants that are here tell you what is the visarga going to be, what is the adesha going to be for the visarga. For pa or pha, the adesha is going to be upadmaniyaha. Upadmaniyaha is where you do the fa. That is the only place the fa sound comes in Sanskrit. Otherwise, the fa sound never comes. It is always pa, pha. Correct? But the only time when we have fa is when we have Ramaha pathati. There it will become Ramah pathati. Ramah pathati. Again, vikalpena bhavati. Tatra. You can say Ramaha pathati or you can say Ramah pathati. Okay? But it is all based off of this science of phonetics. Where is it originating? The same place you will have the adesha. Okay? So there is the shiksha forms a big place, big part of deciding what is the adesha. Not just in visarga sandhi, in all sandhis. But in visarga sandhi, especially in the sattvam, it is very easy to see. It is very clear in the utpanna sthanani stotrani. Okay. So anytime you're confused, all you have to do is go back. The only thing that is slightly off is the ka and kha. Everything else, it is right there in that line. Okay. So if you look at it, they've got the table here in the Visarga Sandhis, for the Visarga Sandhis. Can you see this? Everybody can see this?
Yes.
So atra pashyatu. Yadi purva varnaha ach asti. Purva varnaha kimartham ach bhutavyam? Before the Visarga.
All swaras.
Yes. Before the Visarga, can we have a Vyanjanam?
No.
No.
So the only possibility before the Visarga is the Swara. So that is all it is saying. Swaraha, Visargaha, Tadanantram, Yadi ta, tha, nochet, sa asti. Sakaraha asti. Tatra adeshaha tu sakaraha. Kimartham litulasanam dantaha. So if it is sakara, takara or thakara, the adesha for the Visarga will be sakara only. Same way. Ichu yashanam talu. To If it is sha, cha or cha, then the visarga will be replaced with shakara. Don't get confused by what is happening here. It is written as shtutvam and shtutvam. That is all there. That is all there. The actual formation, what happens is, the visarga is replaced always with sa, sakara, Saraswati sa. Okay. After that, when the Saraswati sa mixes with either the sha or the cha or the cha, then it becomes a shakara. That is why it is called a shtutvam. But you don't need that right now. That is called vyanjana sandhi. We are meeting two vyanjanas, sakara and shakara. If they meet, then it becomes, the sakara becomes a shakara. If the sakara meets a chakara, then the sakara becomes a shakara. If the sakara meets a chakara, the sakara again becomes a shakara. So it is vyanjana sandhi. Okay. When you go into the actual formation, when you go into the prakriya, then they will say sattvam bhavati, tadanantaram shtutvam bhavati, then you will have shakara. But the idea is right now to understand what is the end formation. Correct? The end formation is purely based on the utpanna sthanani. Right now, if you're solid on that, then later you can backtrack and you can understand your shtutvam and your shtutvam and all that. The goal right now is to make the foundation of the visarga sandhi strong. Okay? Vyanjana sandhis will come later. Don't worry about it. Right now, we know if there is a visarga followed by ichu yashanam, and if there is a cha or a sha, cha, cha or sha, then it will be, adesha will be sha. If we know ritu rashanam murdha, so ta, tha or sha, then the adesha will be sha. Okay? If it is ka, kha, then it will be either a half visarga or jikhva mulyaha. Jikhva mulyaha, the base of the throat, kantha, base of the kantha. So if it is Ramaha khadati, it will be Ramah khadati or Ramaha khadati. Pa or pha, upu padmaniyaha. So upadmaniya will be the adesha. So it will be Ramaha pathati, will be Ramah pathati.
Ramah pathati.
That's it. So the only confusion may arise in remembering what is jikhva mulyaha, what is upu padmaniyaha. Upadmaniyaha. If you remember, jikhva mulyaha is just root of the throat. Then you'll know upadmaniyaha is fa. There are only those two options, h and f. So if you remember, jikhva mulyaha is h, like when you are coughing, then you'll remember upadmaniyaha is f, like that.
Lips.
Okay? Oshta. That's all. Did it make sense? It's a simple formation. And the best part about this is there's mostly no apavada. There is one apavada which you already learned, which is what? Anybody remembers?
Apavada, yeah.
One exception. Saha reshaha.
Saha reshaha. Yeah.
Saha reshaha. If it is followed by anything other than a hrasvakaraha, then it can be visarga lopaha. So there, it doesn't matter whether it's karkasha or not. There visargasya lopaha bhavati. Correct. But anywhere else, after the visarga, if we have a karkasha vyanjanam, it is all of these things only that can happen. There is no other apavada. Does that make sense? Simple it is. This one is simple. Okay. Now, so ach followed by sa, ta or tha. Then the adesha is sakara. Atra pashyatu. Ramaha tatra. Tatra takaraha asti. So tatra litulasanam dantaha. Sakaradeshah bhavati tatra. Visargasya sakaradeshah. So ram akaraha, visargaha, takaraha atra. When you break it down, visargat purvam tu akaraha. Acheva bhavati. Any swara. We don't care what swara. So there is a swara. After the visarga, there is a takara. So litulasanam danta, to sakaraha eva adeshah. So ramas tatra. Ramas tatra. And it can be written as one word. Ramas tatra iti bhavati tatra. You don't write it as two words. Ramas tatra. Ityeva likhitam asti tatra. That makes sense? Any questions? Avagatam khalu?
Yeah.
Next. Balaha sarve. Balaha sarve. Tatra Balaha. We don't care what is there. Visargat purvam kim asti iti kimapi swaraha. Chinta nasti. आकारः अस्ति सम्यक् स्वरः एव अस्ति चिन्ता नास्ति विसर्गात् परं तु सकारः अस्ति लुतुलसानां दन्ताः तु सकारादेशः एव भवति तु बालास् सर्वे इति अस्ति तत्र आदेशरूपेण अवगतं खलु अन्तिमरूपम् अवगतं छात्रः थुडति तत्र विसर्गात् पूर्वं तु अकारः किमपि स्वरः विसर्गात् परं तु थकारः तु छात्रस्थुडति इति भवति थुडति इत्युक्ते किम् इति अहं न जानामि कोऽपि जानाति वा लेट् अस् लुक् इट् अप् अष्टाध्यायी.com धातुपाठः थुडति इत्युक्ते टु कवर् आच्छादनं करोति इति टु कवर् थुडति so he covers maybe he covers himself swayam thudati tadrisham so chhatrah thudati maybe he covers his answers pariksha asti sah uttaram likhati tadanantaram sah uttaram thudati chhatras thudati iti bhavati tatra any questions tatra avagatam khalu agre gachamah tadanantaram यदि शकार छकार चकारः यदि एतत्त्रयं भवति चेत् तत्र आदेशरूपेण किं भवति इचु यशानां तालु शकार शङ्करश तथैव हरिः शेते विसर्गात् पूर्वं किमपि स्वरः चिन्ता नास्ति तत्र केवलम् एतदेव ध्याने एतदेव द्रष्टव्यं विसर्गात् पूर्वं यदि सः नो चेत् एषः अस्ति तत्र तदेव ध्याने स्थापनीयं यदि सः चेत् एषः अस्ति तत्र अपवादः यदि किमपि अन्यत् स्वरः अस्ति तत्र चिन्ता नास्ति तु हरिः सो इट् विल् बिकम् इकारः विसर्गः तदनन्तरं शकारः तो विसर्गस्य स्थाने किं भवति शकारः सो तत्र अत्र पश्यतु अत्र तु प्रक्रिया अस्ति सकारः इति भवति परन्तु सकारस्य शकार भवति okay so it is a mistake here he has not followed through with the prakriya actual prakriya will be har ikarah sakara shakara ete then the next step will actually be there is a vyanjana sandhi that happens so it is har right har plus let me rewrite let me copy this otherwise I won't have the colors then this sakara will be changed into a shakara because of this thing called shutva sandhi. Okay, this is a vyanjana sandhi. Just keep it in mind. You got a parichayam of it now. Later you will go into it in detail. Okay, because of shutva sandhi, this sakara will become a shakara. What do you need to know right now in our exam or in Samskrita Bharati exam? We don't care about this line. You have to just remember that this line starts and ends here. The madhye ye sakarah asti, yat sakarah asti, tat na lekhaniyam. Na avashyakam. Asmakam krute na avashyakam. Kimartham ityukte vyanjana sandhi na pathaniyam idani. It is a lot more complicated. Vyanjana sandhis are very complicated. So we don't want to go into it right now. We want to use our utpanasthanani stotrani and remember, when there is a sha, cha or cha, that visarga will become a sha. Okay, so just use that. Don't worry about the shutvam. There is no point in writing it blindly and saying, yes, it is shutvam without knowing the rules behind it. I don't think that is necessary. Just go into this line and leave out the shutvam and just write shakara. It is harish shete iti bhavati. Okay, so even if you forget this shutvam, I don't care. It is only there for you to know that within the prakriya, in the formation, that this shutvam is there. To be honest, in the prakriya, there are a lot more lines that we don't know about. Okay, so if you don't use the shutvam, it is not saying it is any better than before. We are only going into this one sandhi, this one part of the prakriya. So adding one more part of the prakriya which you don't even understand is useless. So don't even worry about it. Okay, we'll go into shutvam next year. Don't worry about it now. Gauhu charati Tatra gaushcharati iti bhavati. Again, I'm going to change that there. It is gaush, not sakara, but shakara. Gaushcharati.
Yeah.
Gaushcharati. So just remember ichu yashanam talu. Tatra shakara adesha bhavati. So gaush charati. Tatra ekameva pade lekhaniyam. Gaush charati.
Okay.
Remember, the sandhi is not vikalpam. Our speed of speaking is vikalpena bhavati. So yadi viramaha asti tatra sandhi na bhavati. Yadi viramaha nasti tatra sandhi bhutavyam eva. Avagatam khalu? Pachakaha chutati.
What? Excuse me, what did you say just before?
Before and all we used to say sandhi is optional. At the end of a padam, there's sometimes sandhi is optional.
Yeah.
The option does not lie in whether the if it is when it is an end of a word and like a sampurna padam asti, vibhakti yukta padam asti, tadanantram kimapi anyat padam asti, tatra yadi vayam militva vadamaha, tatra sandhi bhavati. Asmakam vivaksha kim asti? Asmakam vivaksha asti viramaha bhavati va na bhavati va iti. Madhye.
Yeah.
Yadi viramaha nasti, yadi viramena na vadamaha, if we don't use viramaha, then sandhi bhutavyam eva. We have to use the sandhi.
Right.
Also, when you're doing your Bhagavad Gita chanting, when you do your shloka chanting, there you have to use your sandhis because there the vritti will be lost otherwise. So those those are our options. Pachakaha chutati, pachakash chutati, pachakash chutati iti bhavati tatra. Okay. Ichu yashana talu. Tadanantara riturashana murdha. Shakaradeshah atra. Harehe tika. So, ekaraha. Any swara. Not shaha or eshaha. It is on any swaraha followed by visarga followed by takara. So, immediately you go back to the Utpanasthanani Stotrani and say riturashanam murdha. So, shakaradeshah. So, that is not sa, it is sha over there. It is sha. We don't worry about, why is it not coming? We don't care about the sakara. Okay, if we say sakara, then you have to go into shtutvam. We don't worry about that. Right now, we are only talking about this. So just if you want it, I'll write it here. This is called shtutvam. Okay, if you want it, it's there. There will be one more line in the middle where it is actually a sakara. I don't know how to do this. It's not going. Okay, Control Z. I'll fix that later. This will be a sakara. After that, the sakara will be changed into a shakara because of the shtutvam, which again, don't worry about it because you don't know the rules. And then you got haresh tika. So this sakara, I know it is called sattvam, but that sattvam actually can be either sa, sha or sha. It can be any of those. Okay?
Yeah.
Basically, it is an Ushmana Varna. Okay? We are not worrying about the Prakriya right now. So, Haresh Tika, Balaha Shashthaha, Tatra Visargat Purvam Saha Eshaha Nasti. So, Chinta Nasti. Apavadaha na bhavati. So, Balash Shashthaha. Kimartham ityukte? Shakara Adesha bhavati. Kimartham ityukte? Shakaraha asti. Paravarnaha Shakaraha. So, Ritu Rashana Murda. So, Shakaraha eva bhavati. Balash Shashthaha iti. Ramaha Thakuraha. Tatra Tha Ritu Rashana Murda Shakaraha. So Ramash Thakuraha iti ekameva padam bhavati. Antima.
Ramash Thakuraha. What is Thakuraha?
Good question. I don't know. You have to, there are all, because these are different words, no? We have to use Thakaraha. So let's find out.
Thakuraha.
Thakura. Thakura ityukte idol. Man of rank.
Huh?
Man of rank. Like Thakur, I think that Thakur comes from there only.
Yeah. Got it.
Sareva. Agre gachamaha. So ach. Now there is the only other two left. We've done. There is a ka varga, cha, ta, and pa. We've done cha, ta, and ta. We've seen all those three adeshas. What happens? Only thing left is ka varga and pa varga. So yadi ka kha iti paravarnah bhavati. Ekam tadrisham paravarnah bhavati. Tatra jihvamuliyah iti adesha rupena vikalpena bhavati. The symbol is over here. Okay. This is the symbol for jihvamuliyah. There is one curve that goes up and one curve that goes down. It's like an equal sign that is sort of stretched. Tadrisham bhavati. So guruhu kathayati. Tatra guruhu kathayati iti sampurna visargasya sampurna visargena saha vaktum shaknumaha. No che guruh kathayati iti api vaktum shaknumaha. In Bhagavad Gita shlokas and all, you'll use the jihvamuliyah.
Yes.
Balah khadati, balah khadati, athava balah khadati. Vikalpena bhavati.
Yeah.
Whether you're speaking fast or slow, both are acceptable here. Jihvamuliyah. The sound to pronounce the visarga before ka or kha, it is an ardha visarga. Jihvamuliyah is ardha visarga. Okay, so this is.
What does it mean?
Half of a visarga.
Yeah, what does that mean? Half of a visarga.
So when you say ha, when you say visarga, it is a full aha.
Oh, okay. God, I see.
Here you will not. It is basically you are going to say half, only for half a matra. Okay.
So both upadmaniyaha and this one.
Yes.
Are half.
Half matra. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, last one we have is the pakara. Pa, pha. So over here, if there is a swara followed by visarga, followed by pa, pha, then we have our shloka. We have upu padmaniyah oshtau. Upu padmaniyanam oshtau. So, if there is a pa varga, then we will have upadmaniyah. Upadmaniyah ityukte, it's usually actually written the same as jihvamuliyah. Apparently, there's another symbol also which I did not know about. A W, reflection of a W over here. I've never seen that before. But this symbol over here can actually be used for both jihvamuliyah and upadmaniyah. Okay. You basically change whether writing h or f based on what is the following letter. That's all. But this is a new symbol. I've never seen this. So antaha plus puram, antaha puram. Noche antah puram, antah puram. Taruhu phalati. Ityukte taruhu phalati. Noche taruf phalati. But you have to make sure you pronounce that pha. When you got that phalati, no? Some people will say taruf phalati. That is wrong. It is not taruf phalati. Be careful. It is taruf phalati. You have to clearly pronounce that pha. Okay? Don't let go of the pha. That is still phalati. So upadmaniyaha is the sound before the pa or pha. Again, it is for ardha matra. It is an ardha matra visarga. So your choice of taruhu phalati. You can also say taruf phalati. You will sometimes hear people saying taruh phalati. That is also actually okay. To say ardha visarga. Okay. That is also not wrong. So when you hear, if you go into Vyoma Labs and you listen to sometimes Soumya Krishnapur teaching this, she will sometimes say taruh phalati. That is also correct. It is just harder to say. Okay. Taruf phalati is the most common way of using it in Bhagavad when we do our chanting. So that is what we need to know. But if you hear someone saying taruh phalati, that is also okay. Okay. Idanim sandhim karaniyam. We'll go in order, one after the other. Vijay Mahoday Bhavan Vaktum Shaknoti va?
Throat note, okay.
Chinta nasti. We will do the other one, no problem. Okay. Haraprasad Mohoday, Bhavan Arambham Karotu. Sandhim Karaniyam atra.
Okay. This will be
Tell the line from the Utpanasthanani Stotrani also.
Okay. This will be it will be aku
Idanim chintayatu.
Akuya shanam akuya visarjaniyanam kantaha.
Chintayatu. Paravarnaha avashyakam va purvavarnaha avashyakam va?
Paravarnaha.
Paravarnaha kaha atra?
Cha.
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 Yeah.
So cha is a chavarga. So chavarga, so it is the second one.
Correct.
It will be it will be ichuya shanam talu.
Samyak. So tatra, what will be the adeshaha?
It will be, adesha will be sha. That
Samyak.
is Shiva sha.
Samyak. So what, can you tell me antimam rupam kimmiti?
Pachakash chotayati.
Samyak. Pachakash chotayati. Ichu yashanam talu tatra visargasya shakaraha bhavati. Pachakash chotayati. Samyak. Bhagya Mohoday bhavati agrimam karotu. Mohoday bhavati mute मध्ये अस्ति.
Harihi Tharati. So it's the dantaha, right? Latu lasanam dantaha.
Litu lasanam dantaha. Samyak.
Why you have to say lu, Mahoday?
Because it is that, it is lu.
Lutu lasanam dantaha.
It is not lu, it is lu. Lu. Just like r, it will be lu. You've gone on mute again, Mohoday.
And sorry, Mahoday. So Haristarati. Sakaradesha.
Samyak. Haristarati Sakaradesha. Uttamam. Okay. So our first thing we should notice is that first that it is a Karkasha Vyanjanam after the Visarga. Before the Visarga, it is not Saha or Eshaha. Because it is a Karkasha Vyanjanam, we go into our Utpanasthanani Stotrani and see which sibilant we are going to use. Okay. That's all. You don't have to go into all those steps. It will come easily. But for our purposes, exercise purposes, we'll do it that way. Hina Mohoday bhavati agrimam karotu.
Ram, 1 minute. Ramah cha. So it will be Ichu.
Yes.
Ichu yashanam. Ichu yashanam.
Samyak.
Talu.
Samyak.
Then it will be Ramascha chalati. Ramascha will come.
Correct. So
Ramascha
Ramascha.
Ramascha chalati.
Chalati na Ramascha.
Ramascha. Ramascha.
That's it. Uttamam. Ramascha. Uttamam. Agre. Rajshri Mohoday bhavati karotu.
Anuhu Thankaraha Ruturashanam Murdha.
Samyak.
So Dhanush Tankaraha.
Samyak. Shakaradesha. Uttamam. Haraprasad Mohoday.
Guruhu Sarati. It will be Sa will be Lutula Sanam.
Samyak. Litula Sanam Dantaha.
Dantaha. So it will be Gurus Sarati.
Gurus Sarati. You make sure that you're saying it without viramaha. You should say it together. Gurus Sarati.
Gurus Sarati. Yeah. Gurus Sarati.
Samyak. Uttam.
So it will be 2 sa, no? Means half sa and 1 half.
Yeah. One half sa.
And a full sa. Samyak. All of these are all, the first words are all Vibhakti Yukta Padam. You see that? They all have Vibhakti along with them. So all of these, it is our Vivaksha whether we are going to use a Viramaha or not. There is no, what do you say? there is no conjoined word here. Samasaha nasti atra. Khalu. We are not making a samasaha. Okay. So it's all our vikalpam. Next.
No, okay.
Mm.
Sandhi or vikalpa?
Sandhi. Samasaha nasti. So our choice whether we are saying it fast or slow. Bhagyam.
Asha. Shantihi. Shantihi. So ichu eshanam talo.
Yes.
So shanti. Shantihi.
Samyak. Shanti Shantihi. There is I've told you there was no apavada, no? We'll go back into the Medha Michika and there's one apavada. That apavada is simple only. I'll show you. Next one. Hina Mahoday.
Kanyaha Shodasha. So it will be Rasha. It is Rutu Rashana Murda.
Samyak. So Visargasya.
Visargasya Sha will be there. Double Sha will be there.
Samyak. Visargasya Shakara Bhutva. Tatra Ardha Shakara Tadanantram Sampurna Shakara.
Sampurna Shakara.
Padam Antimam Rupam Vadatu.
Kanya Shodasha.
Kanya Shodasha. Say it together without any virama.
Kanya Shodasha.
Samyak. Kanya Shodasha. Rajshri Mahoday.
Ramaha Tikate. Ruturashanam Mudha.
Samyak.
Ramashtikate.
Samyak. Ramashtikate. Haraprasad Mahoday.
Balaha Kaha. So this will be Jihva Muliyaha.
Samyak.
So I can say Balaha Kaha or Bala Kaha.
Samyak. Balah Kaha. Bahu Samyak. Uttam. Agre. Bhagya Mahoday.
Mahoday, when you say balakaha, but akuha visarjayanam kantaha, right?
Samyak. Tatra akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha, but there is another shloka also. Jihvamuliyasya jihvamulaha. So that kantaha, it actually means because it is ardha visarga, the root is actually the root of the throat. Kantaha, kantasya mulaha. Iti jihvamuliyaha.
Oh, okay. The last one. Okay.
Correct. So that the second last heading. So you use that. You have to use that.
We have to use that. Okay. But so here sevakaha kanati, that also comes the same way?
Samyak. Yes.
Yeah.
So you have vikalpa rupam.
Vikalpa rupam.
Katham? Sampurna visargasya api bhavati rupam. No chet jikhva muliyasya api rupam bhavati. So vadatu
sevaka kanati?
Yes.
Okay.
Sevaka.
So don't pronounce visarga there, sevak.
No. You have to pronounce either ardha visarga or sampurna visarga.
Oh.
So either sevaka khanati, which is akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha. So visargaha is the adesha for ka.
Right.
Or it is jihvamuliyasya jihvamula, because the mula formation of the kantasthanani is jihvamula.
So sevaka kanati.
Okay.
What is Kanati?
Khanati is to dig.
To dig. Okay.
Dig.
Okay.
Saha kupam khanati iti vadamaha khalu. He will dig the well iti. Kupam khanati.
Okay.
Hina Mahoday idanim sandhi vichedam karaniyam. So you have to break it.
So it is tataha chhatra.
Tataha chhatraha. Exactly.
Chhatraha.
These breaking of the sandhi is actually quite simple because we know those are 4 forms of the visarga. We have to just make sure that visarga comes back. So it is quite simple. Hello. Khalu.
Yeah.
Rajshri Mahoday.
Manaha Shantihi.
Samyak. Haraprasad Mahoday.
Kutaha Chinta.
Samyak. What does that mean, Mahoday?
Kutah chidam. Why do you worry?
From what is this worry? What is the cause of this worry? iti.
Yeah,
Kimarthamapi
what is the
samyak.
cause of
Why do you worry?
Yeah.
Why do you worry also
Yeah.
correct. Samyak.
Okay.
Bhagya Mahoday.
Kshatraha khalu.
Chhatraha khalu. This is a student only. No, forgive him. It's okay. Chinta nasti. Agre. Hina Mahoday.
Guruhu tarjayati.
So what is the guru doing?
Scolding.
Scolding. Remember Tarjani is the point of finger. So someone is scolding.
Yeah. Scolding. Okay.
Great. Rajshri Mahoday.
Shishuhu swapiti.
Ityukte?
Shishu sleeps.
Samyak. Swapiti.
Swapiti. Swapiti. Okay.
Swapiti. Swapiti. Okay. Harapsar Mahoday.
Kramaha shashtaha.
Kramaha shashtaha. Ityukte?
Krama is the methodology. Shashtaha means
Kramaha means order.
order. Yeah,
This
order. Correct. Order.
This is the sixth.
Huh?
This is the sixth order.
Sixth order.
Is that
What does it mean?
Shashtaha ityukte kim? Is that a Sankhya Vachaka or Purna Pratyantaha?
Purna pratyanta.
Purna Pratyantaha. So this is the sixth order. So maybe sixth form in UK and all, they have the sixth form Tadrisham Bhavati. Or they can say this is in order, this is the sixth order of, like, there are maybe different ways that you can order things.
Oh, I got it. Like
order.
fourth form, fifth form,
Something like that also.
Oh,
Can be
I
like that.
see.
That's all.
Kramaha shashtaha.
That's all.
Okay. All right.
Bhagya Mahoday.
Balaha pibati.
Samyak. Boy drinks. Hina Mahoday.
Balaha choraha.
Kanhaiya asti. Choraha asti.
Kanaya.
Rajashri Mahoday.
Shinash tittibaha. Pakshinaha tittibaha.
Samyak. Pakshinaha ityukte?
Birds.
Samyak. What is the Mula Padam? What is the Pratipadikam?
Pakshina.
Pakshin.
Samyak.
Pakshin.
Pakshi, Pakshinau, Pakshinaha. Pakshinau, Pakshinaha. Samyak. Pakshinaha tittibaha ityukte? What are the birds doing?
They are
They're cooing or
Doing it.
Yes, they're making noise. Tadeva. Samyak.
Oh, making noise.
Whatever the birds noise, they do that cooing,
Yeah.
or different birds do different things. Tadeva. So
Yeah.
now we've got our Visarga Sandhi, all the different Adeshas. So yadi Purva Varnaha Akaraha asti, Tadanantaram Visargaha, Tadanantaram Ash, Swaraha Atava Mridu Vyanjanam asti, Tatra Ukaradesha Bhavati for
Utvam.
Akaraha plus, so I don't like this one. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find another one. Okay, let me go into this one. Medha Michika's. She has a nice one. She has a nice table over here. So this is Medha Michika's table. Purva Varnaha Atra Bhavati in the column. Para Varnaha on the top. Okay. Yadi Purva Varnaha Akaraha asti. Anywhere there's a Purva Varna where the Akaraha is the Purva Varnaha, except for Saha and Ishaha. Paravarnaha Akaraha asti chet, this will become Shivoham. Utvam Bhavati, Utvam Bhutva Gunaha Bhavati, Gunaha Bhutva Purva Rupa Sandhi Bhavati. Okay? 3 there.
Okay.
Then Akaraha, Visargaha, Tadanantaram, Akaraha no chet Icha. Iti Pratyarhara Bhavati chet, Tatra Visargasya Lopaha Bhavati. Arjuna Uvacha. Iti Tatra. Lopaha. So any vowel other than Akaraha. If you have any vowel other than Akaraha, if you have Purva Varna Akaraha, then Visargasya Lopaha. If you have Purva Varna Akaraha followed by any of the Mridu Vyanjanani, Hash, iti, then 2 things can happen. It can either be Utvam, namo namaha iti utvam bhavati. Athava, if it is followed by repha, okay, not born of, this is where we had a confusion that if r is there, then we were thinking that it has to be this lopa plus dirgha has to happen. No, okay, we had a discussion about this in 2 weeks ago, correct? When we did our rutva sandhi, we had a confusion. Only if it is a repha which is not born of r, okay, only if it is a repha by itself, only then you will have lopaha plus dirghatvam. So purva an iti sorry, then it will be punaramate. Punaharamate will become punaramate. Okay, so if you have akara,
can I interrupt? What is that? Not born of r? What does that mean?
Not the swara r.
Oh,
they don't. I don't think.
R.
Yes, that r.
But okay, she's using this symbol here. So
yes, I don't know why. I don't know why she's using this one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So it has to be a rekha by itself, not from the swara. Okay. Then it will be like this. We saw, what did we see? If we have guruhu ramate, then it becomes guru ramate. Iti bhavati khalu tatra.
Yes.
Guruhu ramate will become guru ramate. The reason for that was we cannot do a double rutvam. A ra plus ra we are not doing. So that's why the purva varna will become, purva swara will become a dirgha, and the visargasya lopaha bhavati. Tatra karyadvayam bhavati. Okay. So that is what happens if the purva varna is akaraha, hrasva akaraha. If the purva varna is dirgha akaraha, very simple. Okay. Regardless of whatever is following the visarga, we will have the visargasya lopaha. Yes?
Okay.
Was there any apavada over there that we missed out?
No.
There is no apavada. There is no apavada. If it is followed by any swara or mridu vyanjana, then we will have visargasya lopaha. If it is followed by a karkasha vyanjanam, we will do whatever is required based off of our utpanna sthanani stotrani. Same. If it is hrasva akaraha, visarga followed by any of the khar, any of the hard consonants, then we will go based off of our utpanna sthanani stotrani, and we will do our sattva sandhi. Okay. Sattva sandhi only happens when we have khar as the pratyahara for the paravarna. Khar is what?
Hard consonant. It is, yeah.
Ha, kha, pa, cha, ta, 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 kapai, shasha, sir. So all of those. Okay.
Yeah.
If the purva varna is ich, what is ich?
Ich is e.
Yes.
Other than a.
Other than a or a. Other than a or a, any other swara, if it is a purva varna, in the paravarna, it doesn't matter whether it is it can be ach, any ach swara, we will have repha, we will have rutvam, right?
Yeah.
Guru radihi, guru reva gatihi, gurur brahma, gurur vishnuhu, tadrisham bhavati. Okay. If we have again repha, we cannot have a double rutvam. Remember that. Then you will do your normal dirghatvam and lopaha. It is the opposite. Lopaha always is the last thing, because after lopaha nothing further can happen. So first you do the dirghatvam, then you do the lopaha. Okay. So dasharatihi ramaha iti bhavati chet. There it will come dasharathi ramaha. Does that make sense? If this is dasharathi,
no, it does not.
Okay. So
can you write it?
Yes. Yes,
yeah.
I will write it. 1 second. If it is oh, you can't see this. 1 minute. If it is is this visible?
Yeah.
Okay. Dasharathihi Ramaha. There, what is it? It is Dasharathi, right? Ha plus ikaraha plus visargaha plus ra plus amaha. Correct? That's what it is.
Yeah.
So now we're dealing with this. Usually, if we have each before the visarga will become a rutvam. We'd expect it to be repha. We'd expect it to be this. But the minute we have rutvam, ra and ra, it is not going to work. So what are we going to do? We're going to drop this and we're going to make this into E. Okay?
Oh.
We drop it. So it becomes Dasharathi Ramaha. And two separate words because of the lopa. Because of the lopa, it is two separate words. Does that make sense? I'm not going to put
Dasharathi Ramaha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. This is true usually whenever there is a repha following any of the visargas. Okay. If there is an ich before, or what was the other option? 1 second. Where did it go? If there is an ich, wherever there is a rutvam, that is possible. When is the rutvam possible? When we can have there were two of them, ich, or if we can have not akara, if it is a avyayam ending in an akara, punaha, prataha, correct?
Yeah.
It is akara followed by this thing, punaragachati, like that and all we had, right?
Yes.
Punaha, if we have punaha,
punaha
is this thing, is upadmaniyaha.
Correct.
Because punaha is pakara, karkasha vyanjanam, khar iti bhavati. But if we have punaragachati, pratarasti, all of that, right? There it, because it is a rutvam, but it doesn't become punar. I'm confusing you with myself. Okay, so if we had punaha asti, there, then we had punaha pun plus akara plus visarga plus asa plus ti. There is no problem there. The only thing that is this is an apavada of the akaraha, purvavarna akaraha. So instead of having utvam over here, we will have rutvam. So it will become punar, pun plus a plus repha plus a. That's okay, right? Punarasti. This is fine. But if
when does this happen?
This is the apavada, remember. If we have avyayam or a rikaranta sambodhana, if we have pitaha plus asti. Pitaha asti will not come. Pitaha, if you say
Pitarasti, no? Will be Pitarasti.
Pitarasti will become Pitarasti. It's very hard to make sense of that. This will become Pitarasti. Okay. There will be some sort of word, the order of the words will have to change for it to work. Okay. Pitaha, you're calling, hey Pitaha. Hey Pitaha, atra mama lekhani asti. So you change it around. Atra mama lekhani pitarasti. It doesn't matter. Order of the words doesn't matter. It doesn't work always in Shamita. It doesn't work always in speech, sambhashanam, like that. But if suppose it comes up in a padyam or a kavyam or something like that, it's okay. Order of the words does not matter. Okay. Is the background noise bothering you, or can you hear me clearly? Okay.
We can hear you.
Okay. So the apavadas for the utvam is when you have rikaranta sambodhana or you have avyayam ending in akaraha. Those are the two apavadas. But in these two cases also, if we don't have punaha asti, suppose we have punaha plus, let's use our favorite ramate, then what happens? It becomes pun plus a plus visarga plus ra plus mate. Okay, we want to change this into a repha. But if we change this into a repha, we have a problem. We have a repha plus repha. That doesn't work. So we have to do our other thing. We have to go and make this into akaraha. Okay? And then do the visargasya lopaha. So this will become puna ramate. Okay, same thing. If we have pitaha and we have ramate, it will become pita ramate, which makes it very hard to understand over here, right? Because pita is actually prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. So but it's actually the sambodhana that is being used over here that it makes it this way. So context will matter. Suppose you see there are two kartapadams and it's not making sense. Sometimes what is happening is sometimes this dirghatvam has happened. And there's a rikaranta shabda. Very, very, very rare. Viralaha asti. Okay? Very rare to see this. That's why it's not even there in her table. If you look at her table over here, rikaranta shabda sambodhana is not even there here. We just told it to you because it is there in the Sandhi book that you have. But very rare occurrences. Because usually the Sambodhana will not be there, where the Sandhi is happening. Okay? So you don't have to worry. But if you see it happening or if it's there in the exercises, you know what to do. Okay? So the two apavadas for Utvam are Avyayam, ending in an Akara, before the Visarga. So that is Punaha, Prataha, like that. Ataha, all of those. Then you can have, if you have a Rikaranta Shabda, Sambodhana, before the Visarga, then you have these two apavadas. Instead of Utvam, you will have a Rutvam. But even then, there is a further apavada. If the Rutvam is followed by a Repaha, then it actually becomes a Dirghatvam followed by Lopaha. So there is a steps, 3 steps to the Prakriya over there. It should have been a Rutvam, but because it is Rutvam followed by Repaha, we drop the Rutvam and we make the Purva Varna into Dirgha. Purva Swara into Dirgha. That's all. Okay? This apavada is simple. This apavada is simple. This apavada is simple because we cannot have 2 Repahas. That is where that apavada happens. Okay?
Okay. Is this all shown in the slides?
Yes.
Okay.
It's there.
All right.
Huh?
Okay,
I think it's
good.
there in the previous class slides, if I'm not mistaken. The apavada? Yeah. Okay. So,
okay.
So
All
this,
right. Thank you.
So each, we know what happens if the Purva Varna is Akaraha, Akaraha or Ich. That covers all the Swaras. The only thing that you have the exception here for everything is Saha or Eshaha. If Saha or Eshaha is followed by Hrasva Karaha, then you will have Soham. You'll have to just remember Soham. You will have your Guna, you'll have your Utvam followed by Guna followed by Purva Rupa Sandhi.
Purva Rupa.
If you have anything else, whether it is any of the other vowels or a consonant, it doesn't matter. All that happens is Visargasya Lopaha. Okay? If you have in the Purva Varna any vowel, if you have the Visarga and Paravarnaha, you have Khar, hard consonant, then you have to go based off of your Utpanasthanani Stotrani. Only apavada she's given over here. Optional Visarjaniyaha, optional Visarga, when Shar follows. What is Shar? Sha, Sha, Sar. Khalu?
Yeah,
so
Sha, Sha, Sar.
Any of the Ushmanas. If you have Ushmanas, then the Visargaha, the Visarjaniyaha is optional. So it is Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. You don't have to make it Shantish, Shantish, Shantish. Shantihi.
Okay.
See, for this one, if it is Ichu Yashanam Talu, then what did we say? If it is followed by Cha, Cha or Sha, then the Visarga becomes a Sha. It is not Vikalpena. It is Ramascha. It is not Ramahacha. It is Ramascha. Right. But if it is Shantihi, Shantihi, then it could be Shantish, Shantihi or Shantihi, Shantihi. Dvayamapi Samyak.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have to give a gap, like more than
you
half.
can just say Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi is also correct, even if you are not giving gap.
Okay, got it.
Same if it is Sha or Sa. Yaha Sa Maheshwaraha. Yaha Saha Maheshwaraha iti asti tatra. Tatra Saha iti shabdasya visargasya lopaha apavadaha. But that's not the point. The point here is Yaha is followed by Sa. Because it is one of the sibilants, it is Vikalpa Rupam there. You can either have Yassa or you can have Yahasa. Both are
So
okay.
it's only for sa,
Sa,
nothing else? Is
no,
nothing
for
else?
sha. For any of the shar. So any of the ushmanas. Sa, sha or sha.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So when shar is in the paravarna, then you're saying it is
Vikalpa.
optional.
Optional.
So when is it optional? Look at it. If it is ka or kha or pa or pha, again it is optional. There is vikalpam. If there is sha, sha or sa, then again it is optional.
Okay.
Either way it works. Only if it is cha, cha, ta, tha or ta, tha, then it has to be done.
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing. If khar is followed, oh, there is one last thing which is not given here. Okay. This one. Sha. If it is followed by ksha or sa, these are the two. Let me show you. There is one last apavada, and this finishes our visarga sandhi. If we have ksha or we have sa, okay, after the visarga, can you see those two?
Where?
The
Okay.
bottom. Let me delete all of this. Let me take out everything. If we have Ramaha Shamate, then you cannot do your Jihva Mulyaha. You have to pronounce the full Visargaha. There is no change. The Adeshaha of the Visargaha is the Visargaha only. If it is Ksha, I don't know if there is a Sa. There is a verb with Sa. What is it? Just give me 1 second. There is some weird verb. It's very, very rare. That's why it doesn't even show up. Ksha comes up because Kshamam Yache, all that comes, no? Ksha. So Ksha comes, but Sa, there is something with Sa. Let's see.
Sarati, that's what we saw. Sarati.
Sa.
Is it sa or sha?
This one. Sar. Sarati.
Oh, acha, it's. Oh.
So, if it is Ramaha Sarati, this means to crawl, okay? Sarati. If it is this.
Osta.
These two are those, what is not Gunita Aksharam, Samyukta Aksharam. Only for these two Samyukta Aksharam. Only when you have ka plus sha, okay? When you have k plus sha, or if you have t plus s. These are the only two. There, no change to Visarga. According to Panini, what he says is, Visargasya Adeshaha Visargaha eva bhavati. The Visarga is gone, but it comes back as a Visarga. The Adeshaha is the Visarga.
Oh,
only for these two. Only for Ksha and Sa. Will you see Sa very much? No. Will you see Ksha? Yes. If you see Ksha, Visargasya lopaha na bhavati, utvam na bhavati, kuch bhi, nothing happens. It stays. Visarga stays as Visarga. And there is a sandhi happening there because something happens in the prakriya where the Visarga actually goes away and comes back as a Visarga. Okay? It either changes to Repha or Sakara or something and comes back as a Visarga. So just remembering this. Only this one. So in this Har Varnaha, you can have optional occurring of the sandhi. When you have ka, kha, when you have sha or sa, or if you have pa, pha, that is where optionality occurs. Vikalpena bhavitum arhati. Parantu yadi cha, cha, ta, tha or ta, tha happens, you will use your utpanna sthanani stotrani necessarily, as long as there is no viramaha. If there is a ksha or a sa, then visarga stays. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That is the
Mahade, when you say Saha Ramaha Kshatriyaha, then what happens there? Ramaha Kshatriyaha, that's it. You don't do anything.
That's it. Ramaha Kshatriyaha. That's it. It stays.
That's it.
That's it. Yes. You cannot change anything there. The Visargaha is replaced with the Visargaha. That's all. Okay. So it's not there in the slides. I will add it in right at the end. And those are the only two. Okay. So any questions about any of the Visarga Sandhis so far? We've gone over.
Could you go back to the other page that Medam Chika?
Yes.
He is using this word Visarjaniyaha. What does it mean?
Visargaha.
Okay.
Visarjaniyaha is Visargaha.
Okay.
It is another word for Visargaha. Because remember, we say, what do we say? We say Akuha Visarjaniyanam Kantaha. That Visarja, Visarjaniya is actually Visargaha.
Okay.
That's all. The same thing. So, we are finished with Visarga Sandhis. You will be able to do all of your Bhaja Govindam, your Bhagavad Gita, all of those where there are lots of Visarga Sandhis, you will be able to break them up. So, my recommendation to you, okay, is when you have the time, when you are saying your shlokas, you all say your shlokas, when you say your Vishnu Sahasranamam, when you say your Venkatesh Suprapadam, when you say your Bhagavad Gita, whatever it is, say it slowly. Say one paragraph slowly. Find out where the Visarga Sandhis are happening. Best way to get your Visarga Sandhi practice happening. Okay? So, Arjuna Uvacha. Okay, there was an Visargasya Lopaha Tatra. Tadrishan. You can do your, not your Anvaya Akanksha Kramina Anvayaha, but you can actually understand the shlokas better like this. Visarga Sandhi is so important to understand shlokas. Okay? Is it kind of clear?
Almost.
The only thing to make it pakka is to do abhyasa.
Yeah.
Not even our abhyasas that we give you. Abhyasa by reading those different kathas, by doing your shlokas, by breaking up your shlokas and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay? That is the best way to do your Visarga, all Sandhi abhyasa.
Only thing, Mahoday, the last one we need to remember that Akoha Visarjini, all those things we need to memorize it.
If you can memorize it, good. If you can't memorize it, if you just remember this, that cha will become sha, ta will become sha, ta will become sa. If you just remember where is the origin? Cha is sha. All three have the same original place.
Okay.
If you don't remember the shloka also, okay. If you remember the shloka, better. That's all. Okay.
So in the last sentence it says if kar, which is all the pushmana,
yes,
is followed by shar.
No, khar is all the karkasha vyanjanani.
Yeah, all the karkasha vyanjanani, correct, is followed by shar, which is ushmana. Then visargaha. What is that example? Samudraha,
So this is saying if there is a kark, it is okay. She is saying if it is any samyukta aksharani, if there is any samyukta aksharani, she is saying, look, khar is followed by shar, not samyukta aksharani. Anything where you have a samyukta akshara, where you have ka followed by sha, sa. Sa.
Okay.
If you have sha, or sa. If you have kha followed by sha, or sa. If you have anything, ta, cha, ta, any of them followed by sha, or sa, then that is where you have only visargaha. So what I said then was wrong. It's not only sha or sa. That is what I learned. But she is saying if it is anything that is, where is my docs? Thank you for pointing that out, Mahodaya. She is saying, if it is, you can't see. If there is a visarga followed by sa, sha, or kha, you won't see many of these. Or kha plus sa, kha followed by sha, or kha followed by sha. Oh my God, sha. Or everything else. Kha, then you have cha followed by sa. Like that. Any of the others. He's saying any case where any of these samyukta aksharanis are there, then you will have only the visarga as the adeshaha. Thank you for pointing that out. I think I only learned sha and sa because these were the only two that formed verbs.
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, but learn it like this. This is probably better. If you have a samyukta aksharam of where it's two letters, the first letter is a karkasha vyanjanam, the second letter is an ushmanaha. Okay. The visarga followed by that samyukta aksharam stays as a visarga.
No, but kar is not samyukta akshara. I'm getting confused. Sorry.
She's saying kar is a karkasha vyanjanam.
Karkasha vyanjanam.
So it can be like this example she's given here, sama dukkha sukha. So sukha, that ka is a samyukta, that kar, right?
But then there is a ka, but okay, I see what you're saying.
Ka, so it's only kar. What I'm saying is it samyukta akshara? I'm getting
no, there you can go dukkha. You should say dukkha.
Yeah, exactly. So
that is not a samyukta aksharam. That there you will go into this rule.
No, I'm saying the next one.
This one ksha. There it is samyukta aksharam.
Oh, acha, you mean when you say samyukta akshara, you're saying in the paravarna. I am thinking as
no. Yes, sorry. In the paravarna. So there is a visargaha followed by a samyukta akshara, where the samyukta akshara is what? Karkasha vyanjanam followed by an ushmana.
Yeah.
Karkasha vyanjanam
followed by ushmana.
Ushmana.
Sha or sha.
Okay.
Like this. If it is karkasha vyanjanam followed by sa, sha or sha. Karkasha vyanjanam kha followed by sakara, shiva, shankara sha or shanmuga sha. Or cha followed by sa, sha or sha. Cha followed by sa, sha or sha. Any of those.
Then the visarga stays.
Visarga stays. Then visarga stays. Then that is the apavada. Okay. So there are with khar, with hard consonants, there are two things. One, there is a possibility of vikalpa rupam. Vikalpa rupam happens when you have ka, kha or pa, pha. There you can have either the jihva mulya upadmaniyaha or the visargaha by itself. You can also have the vikalpa rupam when the paravarnaha is an ushmanaha. If the paravarnaha is an ushmanaha, which is sha, sha or sa, correct? Sha.
Yeah.
Then you can have vikalpa rupam. It can either become sha, sha or sa, or it can stay as a visargaha.
Shanti.
Or if the paravarnaha is shar, if the paravarnaha is a samyukta aksharam, where the first aksharam is a khar, second aksharam is ushmanaha, then visargaha has to stay as the visargaha. It cannot change. Does that make sense? Have I royally confused anyone?
No, you got it. Yeah.
Okay. So she's actually got almost everything in this table. This table, it's there in the Medha Michika book. She's got almost everything. The one thing that is missing, the one thing that is not specified is that she has not talked about avyayams ending in akara. She has just talked with akaraha followed by repha. She has not talked also about the rikaranta sambodhana. So rather than taking a screenshot or rather than writing, take a printout, my recommendation is write this out in your notes and include those two apavadas. If you include those two apavadas, everything else is done here for you. Visargas.
Okay.
This table is brilliant. Okay. So the only four, let's go back and say visargas, the only four possible adeshas are what we can have?
Utvam. We can have Rutvam, Satvam,
and
Visarga.
Lopaha.
Lopa. The exception. Yeah, Saha Esha.
Okay.
And visarga itself.
Visarga itself. Visarga stays if the paravarnaha is a samyukta akshara, which can be Just remember ksha and sa. I think those are the main two things that come. Okay.
Okay.
If it is a khar followed by shar, khar plus shar, samyuta aksharam. If the visarga is followed by khar plus shar, then you will have visarga staying as the visarga. So that finishes our visarga sandhi. Okay. So atra ekah shlokah asti. Pashyantu. Jyeshtham श्रेष्ठ गुणैयुक्तं प्रियं दशरथसुतं प्रकृतीनां हितैर्युक्तं प्रकृति प्रियकाम्यया. Okay, it sounds complicated. Let's break it down one at a time. Okay, we'll take two words and break it down. So we have we can do that. Haraprasad Mahodaya prathama padadvayam vadatu.
Okay. Jyeshtam Shrestha Gunaihi Yuktam.
Samyak. Kimartham Gunaihi tatra? Tatra vibhakti ka tatra Gunaihi?
Is like Ramaihi?
Yes. Tritiya.
Tritiya Bahu.
Bahuvachanam. Samyak. So Jyeshtham Shrestha Gunaihi Yuktam. We'll go into the meaning later when we can do the Anvaya. Okay, we'll do that at the end. So there is no other Sandhi Kalu. What was the Sandhi there? Gunair Yuktam. What's happening?
That will be Guru. That she Medhabhichika calls Guru Brahma Sandhi.
Correct. Rutvam.
Rutvam.
So Rutvam. Gunair Yuktam. So there was an ich varnaha before the visarga.
Yeah.
And after that there was a mridu vyanjana.
Yeah, correct.
So this is a repha-desha. Uttamam. Hina Mahodaya agrimam padadvayam. I can't hear you, Mahodaya.
Priyam Dasharatha Sutam.
Dasharatha Sutam. Tatra, what was the sandhi that happened there?
Visarga becomes sakara.
Sattvam. This can have utvam, rutvam, sattvam or alopaha. Here it was sattvam. Sattvam, why? Because what is the paravarna?
Is karkash vyanjan. That is shasha.
Correct. It is a sakara. Paravarna is sakara. So based on litu lasanam dantaha, this is visarga will become a sakara. There. Okay. Dasharatha Sutam. Okay. We are getting the meaning, I think, over here. We are understanding the Vishesha Visheshna Bhava. We'll go into the next. Bhagya Mahodaya agrimam karotu. Agrima padadvayam.
Prakrutinam hitaihi yuktam.
Samyak. Tatrapi kim asti?
Ahitaihi yuktam rutvam.
Rutvam. Hitaihi yuktam. Okay. Mahodaya, there is not much in the next, so you can start my Anvayaha. First, tell me what is the last. Is there any Sandhi?
No Sandhi Mahodaya. Prakriti Priya
Rajashri Mahodaya karoti.
What should I do?
The last word. Is there any Sandhi there?
No, there's no Sandhi.
There's no Sandhi there. So you start my Anvayaha. What is the atra Kriyapadam kim?
I think Adhyaharam.
Adhyahara. What is Adhyahara here? What is Adhyaharitam?
Asti must be here.
Asti. Kaha asti?
Dasharatha Sutam asti.
Dasharatha Sutam. So what is in Pratama?
Dasharatha is in
Prathama.
Yeah.
Dasharatha asti.
Dasharatha asti.
Dasharatha asti. Idanim Dasharatha kim asti va? Kam asti is the right. Is it right? What is missing here? Jyeshtham Shrestha Gunaihi Yuktam Priyam Dasharatha Sutam Prakritinam Hitaihi Yuktam Prakriti Priya Kamyaya. Priyakamyaya ityukte kim?
The one who is who is desired by Prakriti.
Prakriti
By the world.
Priyakamyaya.
One who is desired by the world or something like that.
Prakriti Priyakamyaya. So tatra Prakriti Priyakamyaya. How can we do the Anvaya for this?
I think
Hitaihi yuktam.
Asti.
Hitaihi yuktam asti. Sutam asti. Prakriti Priyakamyaya sutam asti. Dasharataha asti. They're talking about Dasharataha.
No, we are talking about Dasharatha Sutam, the son of Dasharatha.
But Dasharataha should then be, there should not be a Sakaraha there. Because then this becomes Dasharataha Sutam. Does anyone have I have the Sankshepa Ramana. Give me 1 second. Let me just get the book. 1 second. Okay, which shloka is this? This is 1:10. 1:10. Shloka 7:10. Not even 1:10. 20. Why am I saying 10? Brains. Apologies. Take a minute. श्लोकः अत्र अस्ति ज्येष्ठं ज्येष्ठगुणैर्युक्तं प्रियं दशरथः सुतं प्रकृतीनां अत्र अस्ति. So apparently when you put it together, you have to say tam evam gunasampannam ramam satyparakramam ज्येष्ठं ज्येष्ठगुणैर्युक्तं प्रियं दशरथः सुतं प्रकृतीनां हितैर्युक्तं प्रकृतिप्रियकाम्यया यौवराज्येन संयोक्तुम् ऐच्छत् प्रीत्या महीपतिः. So, because the whole shlokam is not there. So let me read this out to you, then hopefully you will make sense of it. Let me stop the share. Okay, listen, okay? Tam eva gunasampannam ramam. Tam ityukte him. Tam eva gunasampannam ramam satyaparakramam. Kam kidrisham ramam? Satyaparakramam ramam. Punah jyeshtham. Ramam eva jyeshtham. Jyeshtha gunairyuktam. He is also got all the qualities, the better qualities. Jyeshtha gunairyuktam. Priyam. He is beloved. Dasharathaha. Sutam. Dasharathaha is the karta here. So leave that out. Ramam Sutam. Sutam Ramam. Okay. Prakritinam hitairyuktam. By nature, all the good, all the good qualities are in him. Hitairyuktam. Hitaha is ityukte kim. What is hitaha?
Good.
Good. Good, contentment, all the his qualities, he's got all that hitam in him. Tadrisham. Does that make sense? He's basically content. He's content in himself.
Is it Prakritinam Hitairyuktam means he is aligned with he wants the goodness of the Prakriti. Prakritinam is
Prakritinam, so all of natural, belonging to natural.
He wants the best for the world, something like that.
That also makes sense. Prakritinam hitairyuktam. Samyak. Then Prakriti Priyakamyaya. Prakriti Priyakamyaya through the like what you were saying, Rajshri Mahodaya. Through through the desire of the Prakriti, of nature.
Yeah.
Okay, Tadrisham. Yauvarajyena samyoktum aichat. So the Kriya Padam there is aichat. What is aichat?
Desires.
Aichat is ichhati langlakara. Ishtavan. Kaha ishtavan? What is the what was the Kartrupadam?
Dasharatah.
Dasharatha.
Dasharatah ishtavan. Dasharatah kim ishtavan? Dasharatah ishtavan yat Ramam Yauvarajena Sanyoktum Aichat. So there that shloka is not sufficient to make sense of the whole thing. You need the whole this whole paragraph to make sense of it. Okay.
Mahodaya.
The last line, Yauvarajena, what did that mean?
Yauvarajena. Yauvarajyam ityukte Yuvaraja the padam, the
For the Yuvraj.
The state
Yuvaraja
of
Padavi.
the stage.
Yuvaraja Padavi.
Padavi, Tadeva. So Yauvarajena Sanyoktum means to attach it to him.
Okay, I didn't get that.
Sanyoktum Aichat Pritya.
Okay.
Pritya.
Okay.
Dasharatah Pritya Aichat. So Dasharatah Mahipatihi Dasharatah. So the last word is actually Mahipatihi. That is describing Dasharatah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mahodaya.
I can put this whole shloka over there in that slide if that helps.
I thought it also says Jeshtam Sutam like that, right? First son, that's what Dasharatha wanted. So Jeshtam Sutam Rama, right?
Tadeva.
Okay.
Tadeva. The Sutam, Jeshtam is describing Ramam. Okay. So Aichat, Kaha Aichat, Dasharatha Aichat. Okay. Tadrisham. So I'll put this whole shloka into that slide, and then you can do. Will it be too much to do Anvayakrama for this in the homework, or shall we leave it out?
No, it will be too much. The whole paragraph is way too much.
Too much. Okay, but remember, I'll put it in the slides. Remember what it is. You have to just divide it into 3 parts. 1, Aichat iti kriyapadam. Kaha Aichat Dasharatha. Then you have to decide what is all describing Dasharatha. Okay, Dasharatha ityukte tatra he is Mahipatihi. That is the only thing that is describing Dasharatha over there. Then you will say Kam Aichat. He wants what? He wants Ramam Yauvarajena Sanyoktum Aichat. Ityeva asti tatra. So break it down for yourself and rewrite it in Anvaya form. Okay, and we can discuss that when you come back into class next time. Don't do Anvaya Krama. Don't write the whole questions and all. Just rewrite it in Anvaya order. Is that okay? Will that be okay?
But when you say Anvaya Krama, then we have to write Akanksha Krama, right?
No, don't ask the questions.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Don't do that.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
rewrite it in a way that makes sense. Rewrite it in Anvaya form. Will that be okay in homework or no? That much? Just rewrite it. Put it back in order.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. It'll help us make more and more sense of these shlokas. That was the reasoning behind it. Okay. Idanim samapayamaha. Rajshri Mahodaya bhavati vadati va? Shanti mantra.
Sarve bhavantu sukinaha. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Dhanyavada.
We'll
go into that Sarameya Katha because we didn't finish understanding it. We'll go and now I think we know that all the Visarga Sandhis, we can go in and implement it and see if we can understand the Katha a little bit better. The second half got a little complicated, so we'll try and do that next time. Okay, and then we'll move on to
Very good. Yeah.
You can put the put into that katha, so we can just try that Sunday.
Yes. I'll put that katha. I'll put it as optional for everybody else. I'll put that katha for you guys. I'll put it as optional for you also, but I'll put it.
So you can put in the slide also, your slide also, or anywhere.
That Sarameya. I'll put it into the homework because
homework.
Yeah. As in, I'll put it as an optional part of the homework, so you don't have to do it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
That way I can type it up because that print is not great. So I'll type it up. I'll put it as optional, Hina Mahodaya, so you don't have to actually send it in. But at least that's way it's there, and we can do it together in class.
So we will have practice of the whole Visarga Sandhi.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Punarmilamaha. Agree, Kashaya?
Okay.
Dhanyawad.
Madhu.
If
Dhanyawad.
anybody does Karwa Chauth, then happy Karwa Chauth for next Thursday. Dhanyawad.
Yeah.